Okay, so I thought I'd show off my first turnings a little bit. Not really showing off, but just displaying them, because they're not all that great. But this is my second project. My first project was a little tiny bead. It ended up being so small that I had actually ended up losing it. But anyways, this is my second project. It's a little tiny shot glass. Came out pretty good. Grain looks kind of nice. Just a little bit of chip out right there. The biggest flaw with this one is that it's not round, and that's because as I was drilling it out with the Forstner bit, I had too much feed pressure and too much clamping pressure in the vise, and so it heated up and then warped. And so now it's this not exactly round shape. So, but otherwise it looks pretty good. Third project I ever made. This is trying to make it look like a bullet cup. Biggest flaw with this one, I think, is the fact that I didn't make sure the pieces were completely flat when I glued them together. And so I have these little glue gaps right here. But other than that, it's pretty good. I still have some chip out right there. I could have been more careful as I cut that. And then this one also isn't perfectly round, and so I have areas where this decoration goes away. But I'll definitely make sure to not do that in the future. This inside diameter could be a little bit bigger, so I think I might drill that out later this week. So that way it's still a bit more usable. Because otherwise it's like your nose touches about right here as you're trying to drink out of it, and it's not very comfortable. But other than that, I was able to practice tapering in the bottom right here, so that way it sits really flat, really stable. Otherwise, I think this came out really nice. In some areas, the joint right here is really, really fine, so it almost looks perfect. And the fourth project I did, just completed today, is what I think is called a Kuruden. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I learned how to make this from Pocket83. He put it on his channel, and it's you're supposed to roll it like this, be able to catch it. This is my first day using it, so I'm not very good. But with this one, I think the major flaw was that there's a lot of chip out all over the place. See right there and right there, and that's because I didn't sand it enough. And you're supposed to make these ends a certain size so that it works with the geometry, and in order to keep that geometry I couldn't sand anymore, and so that chip out kind of had to stay. But otherwise it came out pretty good, and I made sure to make these grooves deep enough so that as I sanded it, they stayed in at a consistent depth all the way around. I think that's pretty good. Off-cutting could have been a little bit better. A little bit of chip out in there. This side came out pretty nice. Overall, I think it's pretty cool. I think this is a great start to my channel and everything I'm going to be doing in the future. So, if you'd like to see what I start doing in the future, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.